Have you ever felt like you're in a constant battle with your computer? Like you're spending more time fighting it than actually using it? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to go over some incredibly simple, practical tips to make your Windows PC simpler, safer, and honestly, just a whole lot easier to use. But first, before we dive in, let's take a little trip down memory lane. Do you remember Windows 95? It introduced something that totally changed how we use computers, the Start button. To celebrate this big deal, Microsoft used a massive rock anthem in their TV ads. Any idea which one it was? If you guessed Start Me Up by the Rolling Stones, you are absolutely right. It was the perfect, high-energy theme song to launch what has to be one of the most famous buttons in the history of technology. So here's our game plan for today. First up, we're going to fix those annoying vision issues so you can actually see your screen clearly. Then, I'll show you a couple of really clever keyboard shortcuts that'll make you feel like a pro. After that, we'll get into the most important part, staying safe and feeling in control. And we'll wrap it all up with another fun trip down memory lane.
All right, let's get right to it. If you can't see what's on your screen, nothing else really matters, does it? So let's tackle the most common and, let's be honest, the most frustrating things that cause all that squinting and eye strain.
Okay, here's a classic. We've all been there. You're trying to read an article online or maybe just look through a menu and the text is just tiny. You find yourself leaning closer and closer to the screen. It's a universal problem. But you know what? The fix is unbelievably simple. Seriously, the fix is so easy. All you do is head into your main settings and you're going to look for a section called Accessibility. Once you're in there, you'll see Text Size. It gives you this super simple slider. You just drag it to the right until the sample text looks perfect for you. That's it. You set it once and you can forget about it.
Oh, and how about this one? You're moving your mouse, you glance away for just a second, and when you look back, poof, it's gone. That tiny little white arrow just vanishes into the white background of a website or a document. So frustrating. Let's get that fixed for good.
We're going right back to the same place. Settings, then Accessibility. But this time, find mouse pointer. Now here's the trick. Forget that standard white arrow. Change it to one of the solid color options. Pick something really bright and loud, like a neon yellow or a bright pink. It'll pop against literally any background. Then just bump the size up a notch or two. I promise you will never play Find the Cursor again. Now, this is a lifesaver, especially if you use your computer in the evening. It's called night light. See, our screens pump out this harsh blue light that can really tire your eyes out, and it can even mess with your sleep. What nightlight does is filter out that blue light and give your screen this warmer, softer, amber kind of glow. It's so much easier on the eyes, and it can actually help you wind down at the end of the day. Okay, so now you can see everything perfectly. Let's work on making you faster. We're going to look at a couple of keyboard magic tricks that are going to save you so much time clicking and dragging everything around. I'd like you to meet your new best friend. It's called the snipping tool. The best way to think of it is like a pair of digital scissors. All you have to do is press 3 keys at the same time: the Windows key, the Shift key, and the S key. Your screen goes a little dim, and you can just draw a box around absolutely anything you want to save a picture of. And this is where it gets so incredibly useful. You see a recipe you like? Snip it. You get one of those weird error messages and you need to show it to someone? Snip it. You want to share just one photo from a whole page of them with your family? You just snip it out. It is probably one of the most useful and underrated tools that's already built into Windows. Okay, if your hands or your wrists ever get tired from typing, this next shortcut is a total game changer. Just press the Windows key and the letter H together. A little microphone box will pop up, and from that moment on, you just talk. Your computer will type what you say. It's shockingly accurate, and you can even say things like period or new paragraph. It's perfect for writing a long email without typing a single word. All right, let's shift gears to a really crucial topic. Using a computer should make you feel powerful, not scared. This next part is all about learning to spot the common online tricks and knowing exactly what to do so you always stay in control. Have you ever seen something like this? Suddenly, bam, a huge, flashing, alarming message takes over your whole screen, screaming that your computer has a virus and you have to call some phone number right away. This is a classic scam, and it's designed to do one thing: make you panic. Okay, this is the single most important thing I want you to remember. Microsoft will never, ever put a phone number in an error message, and they will never call you out of the blue to tell you you have a virus. That pop-up wants you to freak out and call them. That's the whole trick.
So the second you see a phone number in a warning message, you know with 100% certainty that it's a scam.
So, staying safe really just boils down to 3 simple golden rules. First, the close rule. If one of those scary pop-ups appears, don't click anything inside it. Just close the whole window. Second is the store rule. Whenever you can, try to get new programs from the official Microsoft Store. It's the safest place. And third, the check rule. If anything ever feels weird or makes you unsure, just stop. Ask a friend or family member you trust before you click on anything. All right, we've covered the really important stuff. To wrap things up, let's have a little bit of fun. This last bit of tech history really drives home just how much things have changed, and it's pretty wild. We started with Windows 95, but let's go back even further, all the way to 1985, to the very first version of Windows ever. Back then, you didn't download software, of course. It came in a box on floppy disks. So any guesses how many floppy disks it took to install all of Windows 1.0? You are not going to believe this. The answer is just 2. The entire original Windows operating system fit on just 2 of these little plastic squares. It's kind of amazing when you really think about it.
Because to install today's Windows 11, you would need more than 4,000 of those exact same floppy disks. I mean, that just shows you how much more powerful and complex our computers have become. It's mind-boggling.
Okay, one final little brain teaser for you. Think about any program you use. A Word document, anything. You've clicked the save icon probably thousands of times in your life. But have you ever really stopped and looked at it? What is that little picture actually of? It's a 3.5-inch floppy disk. Isn't that wild? It's this perfect little piece of tech history that's hiding in plain sight every single day. Most of us haven't seen a real floppy disk in over 20 years, but it's still the universal symbol for saving our work. And really, that's the main takeaway for today. Technology is always going to change. It's going to get more complex. But that doesn't mean it has to be confusing or intimidating. As you saw today, with just a few little tips and a little bit of guidance, you are always the one in control. Thanks so much for joining me.